we should be studying the Pokemon Company International. Why? Well, they're freaking killing it in business. I mean, they are literally just buying businesses to control every single step of their company, of the flow of their product. They are controlling it every step of the way, from them to whatever, the warehouse to the distributor to big box to, you know, little Joe Schmo Sally, little Timmy over yonder, whoever's ripping packs. You know, at the end of the day, they're controlling it. They are announcing that they are essentially buying Excel. If you don't know what Excel is one of the largest distributions in the United States. I mean, they stock big box. You got basically Excel and MJ Holdings. Those are the top two. And everybody knows MJ Holdings scalps their own product. That's been news years ago, and if you don't know, I mean, just look back, you can find it somewhere. But Excel has been working with Pokemon for 30 years. That's cited in the article. And they've had a very good partnership. So the Pokemon International just said, hey, we're just gonna buy y'all. How about that? So now they are controlling not only the printing and the distribution. I mean, come on. Like, that's why this stuff needs to be studied. And I'm so surprised that more people are not talking about this. Why? Why are people not talking about this? Especially PokeTubers? I've seen one person who, I mean, it's just Nostalgianomics. He's the only person I've seen actually talk about this, and I don't understand why. Why is he the only one? Like, I love watching him. He really has great ideas, but why is he the only one? Like, come on. Why? Like, everybody just doesn't care? You know, especially if you own an LGS or an LCS or an online Poke Shop or whatever you want to call it. Like, you should, like, kind of care about this, right? Because this is Pokemon saying, we're investing in big box. Screw the little guys. We're investing in big box because we can control that. At the end of the day, they'll make more money out of that. You realize that, right? And unless my thought process is completely wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. And, you know, if they want to become shady, like some grading companies out there who decided to kind of, you know, edge their way into more markets, add liquidity or whatever, and, you know, start changing grades or stuff. If they want to do something where, hey, we're just gonna, you know, we're not gonna print your stuff. Pokemon takes the cue or whatever, the advantage. Pokemon's a higher priority. There we go. Pokemon's a higher priority than Magic the Gathering. So we're just gonna, you know, print a crap ton of Pokemon. And I mean, what are you gonna do? All right, guys, shameless plug in the middle of the video. We'll get back to the video real quick. Shop my website, maxpacks.com, for English Pokemon cards or Japanese Pokemon cards, and smash that subscribe button. I'm sponsored by myself. And yeah, let's get back to the video. Now I'm sure there's contracts and all of that stuff where, you know, Millennial probably needs that so they can stay afloat because, you know, they're taking money from Wizards of the Coast and whatever, One Piece or whatever, you know, whoever else prints with them. I'm sure there's a contract. Maybe there isn't. Honestly, maybe there isn't, because Pokemon's proved that they don't have contracts with these major distributors. So maybe there isn't. Who knows? But it leaves the option there to, you know, screw your competitors over in reality, right? I mean, if you control the printing and you can control the distribution of not only your game, but every one of your competitors. If you can control all your competitors on top of that, right? You have Magic the Gathering, Lorcana, Yu-Gi-Oh!, One Piece. I mean, those are probably the 4 biggest names in TCG outside of Pokemon. And guess what? Pretty sure Millennial prints, 3 of those 5? And I'm pretty sure Excel is a distributor for all 5 of those. And now Pokemon controls that. That's just crazy. Why are people not talking about this? Why, like, honestly, if you're a business person I feel like you should be studying this. Their own brand that's lasted 30 years and it just sells everything, literally everything. And they're like, you know what? We're not going to build our own printing group or whatever. We're just going to go buy one who's been printing for us. We're just going to buy you guys. How's that? And then, oh yeah, we need more. We're just going to expand that. And then it's like, oh yeah, we're having an issue with, our fans not getting product, with our, our degenerate rippers or our, yeah, like I said, fans. We're just gonna buy the distribution company so we can control who gets the product, and then where it's gonna be sold. And maybe we're gonna enforce stricter limits. Maybe we see booster boxes sitting on the shelves at Walmart and Target again. I say again, I shouldn't have said again, because we've only really seen that online occasionally. But maybe we can go into Walmart and Target and hey, there's just a fresh booster box just sitting there. Or maybe there's PCETBs now. Huh? Probably not, but I mean, they are Pokemon Center exclusive for a reason, right? Right? I don't know. I'm just saying. So, why is nobody else talking about this? I feel like it's kind of a big news or a breaking story, right? I mean, it's showing us the favoritism to big boxes right there. They can make more money going their own route of distribution and sell the big boxes. And they're probably going to push a lot more product that way because they're going to make more money. So now they can sell direct consumer and their own distribution route. Why would they be giving a crap ton of product to local game stores? Or like, why? It doesn't make sense, because when they sell to these other distributors, they sell it wholesale. Which, I mean, I have no idea how expensive that is. To be completely fair, I have no idea what Pokemon sells to distributors. I feel like most people have no idea. But then distributors, sell it, I guess they're wholesale, to your LGS stores, which is usually like $90 a booster box, $100 a booster box. It depends when you got them and what kind of contract you had and blah, 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 blah. Let's just say $100 a booster box. Well, now they can just sell them for $160 to Target and go their own route. They don't need to sell them to, Peach State for $60 a box. I can just, sell them to Excel for $120, and now Excel's going to sell them for $180, which is probably going to be the new MSRP in a couple months or when Gen 10 starts. So why would I sell them to Peach State? Why would I sell them to Southern Hobby? Why would I sell them to the LGSs when I make, a third of the profit? Sure, that's going to be put under Excel's books, so it's whatever, $40, $60, whatever. But at the end of the day, like, the Pokemon Company International still owns them. So at the end of the day, it's still feeding their own pocket. That's kind of big news. I'm a little intrigued to see how the distribution numbers from big LGSs look going forward. And I like watching Danny Phantom. I like watching Anon. I like watching Rudy, although Rudy doesn't really give, great numbers. Danny Phantom definitely gives the best numbers by far. And I'm pretty sure for Perfect Order, he said it's lower. I mean, the ancillary products that, not a lot of people really want are a lot higher. But, ETBs, booster bundles, booster boxes, those are like the three big things. And I mean, booster bundles are still relatively new, but ETBs and booster boxes are like the two big things that everybody wants, and then booster bundles are the third. After that, I would say it's probably like 3-pack blisters or something like that. But why are they getting cut allocations on these when printing is supposed to be an all-time high? You see what I'm saying? This just proves to us that the reason these guys have been getting lower allocations are because those allocations have been going to big box. And this news essentially tells us, hey, we're going to keep giving it to big box too. That's a little scary for me. Maybe we never see something under MSRP again. Maybe Pokemon doesn't put stuff on sale ever again. You see? Like, I guess it's Target. I don't know how that exactly works. Does Target put the Pokemon cards on sale? Does Excel put the Pokemon cards on sale? I have no idea. But maybe we never see that again now, because Excel is Pokemon, right? I don't know. Anyway, according to PokeBeach.com, where this article comes from, they literally state that in the announcement, Pokemon Company International cites the increasing expectations around fulfillment and customer experience as the motivation for them to buy Excel. That tells me they're expecting more demand, even though they're printing at max capacity. Yes, more demand. That's what that's telling me. An increasing expectation around fulfillment and customer experience. Fulfillment means, hey, we have orders to fulfill. Hey, there's, people buying our product. So they want that better, less back doors, less, probably more limits at big box. And it tells me, well, that kind of goes hand in hand with customer experience, right? If I stand in front of Target for 4 hours on a Friday morning for Ascended Hero ETBs and I can't get none, that's a negative experience. I'm not gonna want to buy Pokemon cards anymore because I can't get them. I just wasted 4 hours of my life and I can't get none. You see what I'm saying? So those kind of go hand in hand. That is telling me, hey, we're putting more stock to big box. Maybe that curves the scalping, maybe. Personally, I don't think that's gonna really stop the scalping because I know personally there's a couple people who just pay other people to just go sit in line and then they grab everything, they clear the Walmart shelves. Like, trust me, I don't know if that's gonna work, but if it does, that would be crazy. It really would. If it does work, I don't think it will, but if it does, just think about it. If it does work, at the end of the day, hopefully it gets into the right hands of the right people, real fans of Pokemon, not people who are just looking to sell for a quick buck, people who are looking to open it for master sets or play in tournaments, etc., who genuinely like Pokemon and like the community, All right, guys, that's all I got for you. I'll see you on the next video. This is Joe, dipping out.